don't think I do all that well with introductions, but good morning. That's something I did realize, is that I never have intros on my videos. I love sitting in this makeup chair. It's so therapeutic for me, and I never even knew that that would be a thing for me. Like, I'm going to attempt to put this lash gel on without hurting myself. Me and mascara, I'm always either poking myself in the eye or something. So yesterday I was watching, yesterday I watched a 3-hour seminar by Jim Rohn. Gotta get the words out. Yesterday I was watching a 3-hour seminar by Jim Rohn, and it was so insightful. And what made me finally look him up was I was listening to this guy called Myron Golden on YouTube, and he was talking about the man with one talent. And then a little while later, I was listening to, these are different days, but I was listening to, well, the man with one talent was 2 days ago. And then the one with Bahaja, I had mentioned her before in my first vlog. I had watched a video with her, and she had Jim Rohn playing. And so I was like, okay, let me look up this guy. I've now seen 2 people that, you know, I like what they're producing, the fruit that they're producing. And that's something that's inspiring, and I want to produce fruit. So let me, you know, go look at this Jim Rohn guy. And of course I choose the 3-hour seminar. And so I had brought out my handy dandy notebook, and I watched his 3-hour seminar. These next 6 months, something has to give. And what I love that he's like, you are the change. Like, you're waiting on these external forces to change your circumstances when you are the internal force that changes your life. Some of the stories he gave was also about the man with the talent, which is back in those days, it was a talent of gold. It was a value of money. So that was very insightful, because that's something that I was already looking into. And that's a scripture, I feel like, out of all the scriptures that have scared me, that was a scripture growing up that really did scare me, because I never wanted to be, I love the way the sun is like, the blind vibe, what's going on here. I never wanted to be the type of person that wasted the talent that God gave me. And then now that I'm looking back, I had become that person. But you can change today. And I decided yesterday, enough is enough. I decided before yesterday, enough was enough. It's not about making these grand gestures. It's about small improvements each day. Because grand gestures don't last for me. I have done that. I have been like, oh my gosh, I'm going to change my life in 6 months. I'm going to go to the gym every single day. Nah. That all fades. And because proper structures weren't built, it didn't last. I thank God for a do-over, and every single day I wake up is another opportunity to do better. So let's do better. Let me show you guys my outfit that I bought from Ross yesterday. I was feeling like I needed some new gym work clothes. This set is super cute and I love it, and I feel like this fits my skin tone really well. I've been learning about the color wheel and what fits my skin tone, and I feel like these jewel tones really do something for me. Like, they make me look so bright and so alive compared to more pastel-y colors. And it's funny because I don't know how to wear this top, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's just like slouched on, and I keep trying to drag it so I can kind of have like an off-the-shoulder moment, but I don't know if I'm wearing this right. So then I pushed it back and pushed that down, so it's like that. And that's more so how I will probably wear it. But I do need to go to the gym. What was I about to say? I went to the gym yesterday to get some headphones, guys. Oh my God. I am so happy. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean I have headphones like this? Like, The ones I had, they just weren't doing it. So I went to Ross, got these headphones. These are the JBL. And I was seeing everyone at the gym and noticing what everyone was working out in. Most people have these type of headphones, and I was like, yeah, because I'm tired of my in-ears, my AirPods, love you Apple, but they kept falling out of my ear whenever I would jump rope. So yeah, I'm just gonna use those for whenever I'm doing more like sit down activities. And then when I was at the Ross, I was like, okay, I already know I'm gonna get some stuff. So I got 2 other workout shirts and then this workout set. And I'm gonna just do stuff like that every now and again. I'm trying to recycle out the old clothes, the colors I don't like, textures I don't like, the fits I don't like, and start wearing things that I do like, that do fit me well. And I've only started one day ago. I started jump roping, okay? I'm trying to figure out, is this hairstyle cute? Because I feel like when I have my hair like this, it's just so flat. Does this not look flat to you? Let me talk to you guys about me learning about my body type, because that's something else. Like, I am working on total improvements of self, outward and inward. Inward is the most important, because inward is what's going to make the outward last. Dual tone colors is what I learned looks best on my skin tone. Not saying that I can't ever wear pastel colors, but they do drain me a little bit. Knowing that, it makes sense why when I was creating content and I look back on it, I loved the content that had more richer colors. And a part of being like the whimsical aesthetic that I see online is most of the time people have pastel colors and things, but I like that I get to do my own take on it and have jewel tone colors and let that speak for me, because it does look better. It makes me look better. It makes me look brighter and less drained. Next up, I've been trying to learn about body types. I don't know what my body type is, but I will say this. When I have a little bit of stomach showing, like just a little bit, it makes my outfits look, I don't know if I have a camel toe. I'm sorry if I do. These pants are kind of like just scrunched up. But when I have like a little bit of stomach showing like that, it makes everything look better. It makes it look better. I was doing, the outfit, playing around with it, trying to figure out how to, play, and I feel like this looks so good. I have an acting class today. I don't know if I mentioned that already. And I do have another job interview for a restaurant in Atlanta. It is 45 minutes away. But like I told God, praying last night, I'm going to let him lead me and guide me in all my ways. I'm acknowledging him. I'm going to go to the job interview. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Same as I did with Chili, same as I did with Buffalo Wild Wings. Learning not to get discouraged. Yes, it's okay to cry. Yes, it's okay to feel in the moment, but don't give up. Do not give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your desires. Don't give up on your want. Don't give up on your reasons. That's what I've been telling myself while I'm going through this season of faith growth. This growth of faith is to not give up and not to grow weary in well doing. Stay in my word, stay in prayer, stay human, stay feeling. Feelings are okay. Feeling angry, feeling misunderstood, feeling not knowing, feeling sad. All of these feelings are okay, and I'm allowing myself to process all these feelings while also pushing forward and not staying stuck in them. If I feel like crying, I cry. If I feel like being mad, I'm mad. If I feel like being like I don't understand what's going on, I let it out, but I don't stay there. And I'm learning to like regulate my emotions. And that's what I was saying earlier, that this is like a slow process, because I don't know what type of personality I have, if it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, but I do know that I'm the type of person that wants to see results in one day. If I'm working out, I want to see it tomorrow. If I'm eating right, I want to lose the weight tomorrow. If I'm putting oil on my hair, I want to see 6 inches tomorrow, If I'm brushing my teeth with whitening, I want to see it white tomorrow. Look how cute this looks, guys. Oh my gosh. I love this so much with the headphones. Like, it's giving, it's eating. Oh my gosh. I just feel so cute. Like, I love feeling cute. This is what makes me like happy to go to the gym. Knowing that I have a cute set. And this is an investment. Like, I wasn't liking none of my gym clothes. The last clothes that I've been wearing, the shirt that was saying like, do not, what was it saying? I was born to be extra or something like that. I'm tired of all that graphic tee stuff. Give me a plain 2-piece set. I'm ready to go. I'm trying to drive it out of GPS. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to like test my memorization skills, because usually I am not the best at memorizing things, but I'm getting so much better at it. I've been memorizing my scripts. I memorized a script in 30 minutes. I woke up this morning and I was journaling, and I was recalling information and facts about what I journaled easily. So now I'm trying to see if I can drive to the gym without a GPS. I am proud of my progress, and I am happy to be vlogging again. It's something that I'm going to look back on and be happy that I documented the process of me becoming, and all the different mindsets that I went through, because that's the reality of it. It isn't just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do better for my life now, boom, instantly change. No, as soon as you say, I'm going to do better for my life, I want more for my life, I don't want to be like this anymore, obstacle, 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 obstacle. Because you have, it's like a turtle who is born and has to make its trek to the ocean. You have to go through that so your muscles can get strong. The baby turtles have to go through that so their muscles can get strong. Yes, a lot of them get torn up along the way. A lot of them don't make it. But the ones that do. And I'm going to make it. I'm going to be a baby turtle that makes it to the ocean. 500 jump rope takes about 45 minutes for me right now. But you see the glisten of sweat. Yeah, it's just that Crunch Fitness is so obnoxiously packed for no reason, and it makes it hard to find a section to work out, and then you have 2 separate classes going on. And part of me is like, dang, I should have never left Planet Fitness, but I'm paying more money for discomfort. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm gonna see if I can go home. It's like, I know how to, do I know how to get home from here? Let me get a head start look at where to go, and then I know where to go from that. I've always been a coffee drinker. As soon as I was able to have coffee, I was drinking coffee. But, oh, there's only 1 pot left. This is Green Mountain's Nantucket Medium Roast Blend. My grandfather also gave me this. This is a mushroom coffee. Not really feeling mushroom coffee today, so I'm gonna go with this. I've been loving having like savory breakfasts, so I think I'm gonna have some pizza. Honestly, we're not gonna do too much trying to rationalize it, you know? Make the decision and make the decision, you know? I have chili lime, sweet and spicy, and this. But isn't that cheese on cheese on cheese on cheese? But I still want this, so that's what I'm gonna do. The savory breakfast, I feel like, has been helping me a lot lately. This is about to be so good. My mouth is already watering because a little bit of ranch, a little bit of hot sauce, some Quest chips, about 3 slices of pizza. We're good to go till about 3 o'clock. I did secure the interview for tomorrow. So I do have a job interview tomorrow. And then today I do have an acting class. So today I really want it to be a just like study kind of with me, because that's what I really want to be doing today. I've been wanting to slow down recently and really be intentional about like where I'm going with my channel, where I'm going with me as a human being, my personal development, what do I want out of life, and making sure that I am planning properly and making concrete goals that, you know, taking the steps that's going to get me to where I want to be ultimately. So I'm not going to be giving all of that tea because honestly, I'm just trying to figure it out myself. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing either. I want to be a light to anyone that I come in contact with. I want to be a light to my community. For me, okay, so I'm gonna just give you like where my mind is at when it comes to it. Going back to childlike faith, you know, reading the Bible and it talks about being like a child while also putting away childish things and navigating whimsy through all of that for me personally, because I feel like as a Black woman specifically, we are often thrown to the front line, you know? And I just really want to take a step back to take a step back from that front line and really figure out within myself, like, I don't want to be rough and hard, and just all the stereotypes that they put on women, especially Black women, as well as like being neurodivergent or having ADHD or having different mental things that you're working with as well. We have the luteal phase of all demons. I mean, like a lot of this stuff, even for me, it's just thoughts and ideas that I want to research more about, learn more about, and implement into, that's not right, it's my pizza, implement it into my daily life, because I deserve to live a beautiful, free life, a life that has many pleasures, and learning how to navigate hardships. That's what I'm doing right now. It's gonna be a work in progress, but I'm willing to take those steps daily because I am so deserving of experiencing that journey. And it's not just like, oh, soft life, hyper feminine propaganda. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, it's not about just outward appearance. Yes, I'm going to change. My outward appearance are going to change. I'm going to get more money. I'm going to become more successful. I am going to develop and be more sure of myself. So that's going to look different on camera than the version of me that you might be seeing now is not going to be the version of me you see tomorrow. It's not going to be the version of me you sure enough not going to see 6 months from now. So for me, it's not just about an outward appearance, but it's about the surety of the inward man. The confidence in something bigger than myself. And I feel like when I don't have that as the forefront of my goals, sometimes as a person, I can just be like Ecclesiastes, like all is vanity. What am I doing here? Why am I alive? Why am I breathing this good earth air, this oxygen? Because I just start to over rationalize everything, and then everything just becomes like, yeah, like Ecclesiastes, we're like vanity, vanity, all is vanity. So I have to constantly remind myself it is bigger than me. It is bigger than the breaths that I take in the morning. It is deeper than, you know, what I believe life should be about. I'm here for a purpose, for a reason, and it is my job to honor that and figure it out. Figure out the journey of what I'm here to do, and learn skills along the way, and master how to listen and how to care and how to be kind and the fruits of the spirit. Like, I have a responsibility, you know, as a human being. God put me here for a reason, and I feel like a lot of times I'm always like, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? What is my purpose? And I just get so caught up in that it just becomes a hindrance, honestly. Because instead of doing, you're sitting and pondering. Where I'm going to ponder and move. Like, I'm going to have thoughts. Like I said, I watched Jim Rohn's 3-hour seminar. I'm reading, like right now, I am about to read these 2 books. These are the 2 books that I am nourishing myself with this week. This is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And this is Susan Orman's The Money Book for the Young, Fabulous, and Rich. I got a notebook from the Dollar Tree, $1.25. And I am reading and writing notes and collecting ideas and learning and growing. And then after I do that, I learn how to implement what I learned in my day-to-day life. And that's the thing. It's like study, learn something, action. Study, learn something, implement. Study, learn something, implement. That's gonna be my vibe. So I'm gonna eat, watch some YouTube. I'm definitely gonna study Korean today. Studying Korean today is very important because I'm like 28 days behind from my challenge that I started. So that means I need to do 2 speaking videos every single day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the night. And yeah, I'm behind because I took so many breaks in between. And that's the thing, is like, stop taking so many breaks in between. Small consistencies each day is still consistency. I could have posted a word. I could have posted say one thing, but I didn't. So for my challenge, speaking Korean every day for 6 months straight for 1 minute, I worded it differently. That's a thing on Instagram and TikTok that I'm doing. I'm gonna bring it to shorts, but that's a lot that I have. I have like 5,000 photos and videos on my phone. Let me check my pizza. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. New child, things will get brighter. It's gonna be breakfast and lunch. Midway through, I can have a snack, and then I can have a salad for dinner. A salad with some sardines, maybe. Bone broth. My coffee. Bone broth for a snack in between. Maybe bone broth and kimchi. Kimchi now, yes. Kimchi chips now, yes. Thank you. What I've been doing with YouTube is like by the end of the month, everything that's in my watch later gotta go. I have like 153 videos in my watch later. That gotta go. So I've been like watching all the videos I've been saving. Same with like TikTok and Instagram. Why am I saving so much stuff? Why did I save it? What was the inspiration that made me click save to begin with? I need to do something with that. So my goal is to stop saving stuff now and work through. I have hundreds of saved Instagram video ideas, short form video ideas, and like TikToks and long form video ideas. I need to get through all of this and do that before I save anything else. So I had an impulsive moment. I just went and took a wig that I got from the beauty supply store. It was a glueless wig. I cut bangs on it and I chopped it. And I like this wig because, let me get in the light. It has some blonde streaks in it. And y'all know I love me a good black and blonde moment. If you don't like something, change it. I did not like the way my hair was looking. I like when I have volume. This is tea. Now, my mini twist be so flat. I need to figure out how to make my mini twist juicier. I've had amazing sets of mini twists, but that one just wasn't it. So I am gonna end up braiding my hair down to give this wig like a more flat look. And I don't think I'll sew this down. I think I just need to get a good wig grip. But I love this so much. Cute set on, cute hair. This is the length of the back. Now I feel like I can study. So first things first, I have my notebook. This is a notebook that I use to study anything about the Bible. All my Christian studies goes here. Matthew 25:14-30 reads, "For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. To every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded it with the same, and made them other 5 talents. And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the glory of thy Lord. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I had reaped where I sowed not, and gathered where I had not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming I should have received mine own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. For unto every one that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. That's the scripture for me ever since I was a little kid that have kind of shook me to a sense. I'm going to read a few notes that I wrote from Myron Golden's God Rewards Risk. And it talks about how God compared the kingdom of heaven to a businessman who goes on a trip. There's a lot of parallels I'm starting to notice about the Bible and business. And it's funny how sometimes Christians can shy away from talks about money, talks about abundance, talks about business, when God is always comparing the two. He called the people that worked for him to him and delivered unto them his goods for the purpose of managing and multiplying his wealth. Now, if God is comparing the kingdom of heaven to a businessman who goes on a trip, and the goods that that God has, he's given to us, then we are the servants with the talents that he gave while he's on a long trip. And it is our job to multiply his wealth, which reminds me, in Genesis, the first thing he said to man, Genesis 1:28, he said, And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. I want to highlight this for myself. So whenever I'm flipping through the Bible, don't know what to read, I can always go back and highlight these parts. When you've grown up in a specific religion all of your life, you go through so many different phases. You go through the phase of, believing in it just because that's what your parents had you do. You go through a phase in your teens where you're curious and want to know more. And then as you step into adulthood, which is where I'm at now in my 20s, you're really trying to find the truth of life. I want to live a life of joy. I don't believe that as Christians, we should just be constantly held to this standard. If we're not in turmoil, I need to drink my coffee. If we're not in turmoil, and if we're not suffering, then we're not good Christians, Time and chance happens to us all, and good things happen to bad people, bad things happen to good people every single day. That is just how the earth works. And I wanted to stop taking it so personal when things like that happen to me and use them as faith exercisers. So like right now with me going through things financially, it's like, okay, I can use that as a way to exercise my faith instead of crying, instead of moping about, instead of complaining and saying, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. And that was a thing that Jim Rohn was talking about. He had a list of complaints where he blamed everyone else. And then his mentor told him, you're not on that list. You're blaming everyone else. You're blaming the government. You're blaming the government policies. You're blaming corporations. You're blaming taxes. You're blaming state laws. You're blaming police. You're blaming, white people, any other race. You're not even on that list. You're not saying that you're the reason that your life hasn't changed. And all these things I feel like are like correlating for me. And I'm the type of person that I need repetition. I have to keep studying it over and over and over again for my brain. And there's a moment where it clicks for me. And when it clicks, then I'm set to go. And I want to make sure that like all the stuff that I'm learning, that Myron Golden's teaching, that the Bible's saying, that Jim Rohn's talking about, things about business, things about personal development, that I'm not just listening, oh, that was a good 3-hour seminar, I'll take some notes, or oh, that was a cute little Bible verse. I did my Bible study today, guys. Come do Bible study with me. But I'm not really like, what fruit am I producing? What fruit am I producing other than trying to show an aesthetic of like having a relationship with God? Like that was one of the reasons why I shied away as a Christian from doing content like that, because I'm not about, first off, like trying to make money out of God in that way. Because when I was like first starting off my content journey, I was doing Christian content. I had one video blow up. That was like my first video that blew up. It was only 40,000, but still that to me was a blow up when I've only gotten like 110 or 10 views. So after that, like as soon as that video did well, I stopped, because I said, okay, I don't want my relationship with God to be a poster. Like, hey guys, look at me, look what I'm doing, look, I'm reading the Bible, da 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 da. If I feel the unction to share something like I am now, I'm gonna share it. It's what I'm going through. I'm not gonna hide that. I am a Christian. I do believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. I believe in all these things, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and make it like this aesthetic to be admired in a way that makes you feel less than. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I don't have it all together. I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm just documenting me figure it out so that I can have, what's the word that I've been using lately? There was a video of a girl I watched. Yeah, it was Baja, and she was talking about how, for you not to feel some type of way that the last 6 months didn't go how you planned it, because now data, I am using all of this as data. I am documenting for data so that when I go back 6 months from now, I can see, okay, this is why that wasn't working. This is what worked. This isn't what worked. Documentation, data collection. So the last 6 months, and that's what I've been doing journaling about, was data for me. I started off strong, then I faltered along the way, then I fell into depression, I fell into anxiety and comparison, and then I would start off good and I would say, okay, I'm gonna get this right, I'm gonna do it, I got it, God, I'm gonna be right, I'm gonna do right, and then I fell off again. Something's not adding up, something in me isn't adding up. So I want to take this thing seriously. I'm 27 now, and it's not just about age, but time. It's like time is of the essence. Like I don't have time to keep beating the bush. And that's one thing that Jim Rohn was talking about as well. So, just to read a few things from here, if you want to look at the video, I'll link both the seminar, Baha John's video, and Myron Golden's video in the link in the description, just so if you get something out of it, then you get something out of it. And it says, I love this because it says, you stand before God by what he gave you, not based on what anyone else has or has done. When reading Matthews 25:14-30, that was something that you notice. He didn't say good and faithful servant based on the one who had 1 talent, the one who had 5, or the one who had 2. He said good and faithful servant based off what those individual servants did with what God gave them, not in comparison to the next person. And that's how I want to live my life. I don't want to do things and film things and make things and buy things based off of other people. I I do get inspiration for people all the time, but I want to, even in getting inspiration, filter that through who I am and then birth something, you know, interesting and a new perspective and a new thought based off of the inspiration that I received. I love the do not let the theme of your life be I was afraid so I hid. Don't hide from your responsibilities, being afraid of what other people think of you. And a lot of Christians do that. We hide from our responsibilities. We hide from the truth of the world's standards and the principles of this world. And we say one day God will. I'm tired of the one day God will. When will we turn the mountain? As I think about the Egyptians, the Israelites in Exodus, when they, you know, fled, crossed the Red Sea, did all that good stuff. 40 years for a 40-day journey? But we do that to this day. When will we turn? Why do we keep hiding? I'm afraid, so I hid. I'm afraid, so I hid. That is the theme of a lot of our lives, and I just don't want to be that way anymore. I don't want to hide from the responsibility of knowing that I need to take care of my body. And it starts off like basics. Like, if I don't take care of my body, it's going to not be good. Like, I'm not going to be healthy. If I don't walk, my bones are going to deteriorate. My muscles are going to deteriorate. My health is going to deteriorate. If I don't eat good, diabetes, high blood pressure, like all these things, the signs are there, the principles are there, and we just keep acting like we're going to be the anomaly to like not have to still stand by those laws, be judged by those laws. But these are like earthly principles that aren't going nowhere until the earth ends. So it's like, get with the program. That's what I'm telling myself. Get with the program so you don't get left behind type vibe. And good and profitable is the opposite of wicked and slothful. Sin is when the arrow falls to the ground before it reaches the target. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. That was a cool thing I learned, that sin is a term for in archery. And sin is when you don't do what you're supposed to do. Let's see what else type of things I wrote down. Not maxing out your potential is wicked and lazy. And the man with one talent was a judger of the master's motives. What the master looked at as leverage, the man looked at as loathsome. Yes, this was another thing, was that you could tell that the servant with one talent judged his master, thought he knew better than his master. But for you to know your master that much, you did opposite of what your master would do. In the way that he was saying, you know, you was a hard man, you reaped where you didn't sow, and you harvested where you didn't straw. Paraphrasing there. And you can tell that what the master looked at as leverage. We're supposed to reap where we haven't sown. I do. I want to. That's a blessing. That's a blessing to live in houses that you didn't build, to eat food that you didn't have to till for and plant. You know, these are things that, these are blessings. These are good things. And you can tell that the servant did. I did notice that the servant was looking at him crazy for that. Yeah. And then if you plant the seed, God will multiply it. Your job for being here is to produce a harvest. And so God, I'm noticing like the themes in the Bible is just a couple that I picked up on. Well, two that I picked up on so far, off the top of my head. Business and fruit, farming, gardening. God always relates us to like seeds, harvest, sow, reap, business in the kingdom of God. Like, we are the garden. God planted a seed of his likeness in every last single one of us, whether you believe in him or not. We all have a seed of his likeness, and it's our job to plant it. God will multiply it. And I think about an apple, how you plant one apple seed and an apple tree grows, and the tree has hundreds of more apples that all have more seeds. And in one apple, there is like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seeds, 10 seeds. I don't know. There's a lot of seeds in an apple. And I just think that's really cool for me, because as a person who's a multi-passionate person who has many passions, I like knitting, crocheting, learning languages, Korean. I was thinking about adding another hobby this summer, learning how to sing jazz. I was in the bathroom cutting my hair, just like, you know, like I have so many hobbies, so many things that I like to do, so many I'm an adventurous person. I love trying new things. And to know that God put that in me, and to not see that as a bad thing, or, you know, but developing those skills and niching down within myself. Yes, this channel has knitting and crocheting. Yes, it has Korean, learning languages and learning about different cultures. I want to travel to these places. I want to be, you know, a part of the movements in those countries, in many different countries. So I never want to limit myself to my potential of all that I can be. And to know that we are seen as that, like seeds that have fruit within itself, that I can then produce more different lanes and avenues of just amazing creative things. I think that's amazing. I really do. One talent of gold was 4.54 million USD dollars. So the man with one talent, we're not even talking about the man with 5 or the servant with 2. The servant with one talent had, that was $4,054,000. Let that sink in. One talent of gold. And this is the thing. You have a talent that is that valuable. You have a talent that's that valuable. He gave everyone a talent that valuable. Yes, some has 5. Yes, some has 2. Some has 3. Some has 10. Some has 20. But he gave it according to your ability and your strength. And look at this. The man who had 5 talents, right? He doubled it, made it 10. The man who had 1 was afraid and hid it. Walk with me. God, there's such like a chihuahua that's hollering. It sounds like someone's murdering it, but listen to me. God, the master took the talent from the man who buried it and was afraid it hid, and gave it to the man who had doubled his from 5 to 10. So now he has 11. And that really changed my perspective on how God works, because we look at people who are millionaires. We look at people who are so successful in the marketplace. We look at people and we compare ourselves to people. God bless them according to their ability to multiply, according to their ability to produce. If you're not producing, what more do you think God's going to give you? He even said, I gotta go back. He even said, because I don't want to like paraphrase. Where was it at? Because for unto everyone that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. So we need to stop looking at people who, and that's what I'm saying. This is why we're giving one talent vibes, because at the end of the day, we're judging people who have the 5 talents, judging the master on his motives for why he gave this person 5, why he gave this person 10. Why does the person with 10 get the 1? Why can't he go to the person with 3? We gotta stop. We gotta stop, y'all. I gotta stop. Oh my gosh. And the disruption follows your intention. You must subdue it. That means it's smaller than you and beneath you. The obstacles that you're facing, the obstacles that I'm facing about, you know, having faith for better finances, having faith to grow my platform, having faith to become a full-time content creator, become a, you know, an influencer and an actress, and be able to travel to Korea and be able to do sponsorships in Korea, be able to create, you know, movements where I can get all of us whimsy girls together and we can do like fun things and activations and like do our own branches and have our own fun and just get together and create with all of our talents and really help each other and nourish each other and like sell our things to each other and teach each other, learn from each other. Like I want to do stuff like that. It's really building a community that's not just based off numbers of followers, but something that goes beyond that, you know, being able to go to schools and we could teach girls, you know, our activities and, you know, about their style and about their womanhood, and that'll just be so fun to do. And we can, you know, show boys about how to do crafts, knitting and crocheting and learning languages and about bettering yourself. It's all about betterment. And for me, the weapon of choice is whimsy. So the obstacles you face are not bigger than your assignment. Think David and Goliath. The obstacles are put there to show you who you can become. It was like earlier when I was talking about the baby turtles who have to, you know, make their trek to the sea, and then sometimes humans get in the way and they'll like pick them up. But during being picked up like that, the humans don't even know that they're hurting the baby turtle, because the baby turtle needs that to be able to develop the muscles in its fins to be able to like swim and to survive in the ocean. The ones that had the most to lose were the least afraid to lose it. That's where we're in this. The ones that had the most to lose were the least afraid to lose it. We're talking about, he probably had like 20, you know, just roughly doing math. I can't think straight right now. But let's say, for example, if he had $20 million, the one with 5 talents. I know it's probably more than that. But let's just say $25 million. He doubled that. And he turned that into, let's say, like $50 million. Just roughly guessing. I don't know. He wasn't afraid to lose the money. He wasn't afraid to lose the 20 million. But the one with 4 million, the one who had the least, was afraid to lose it. And that gave me so much zeal and oomph about my life, is that right now I don't have like $1 million in the bank. I don't have like a lot of net worth in that aspect. So why am I afraid to go after my dreams? Why am I hiding? Why am I not being myself? Why am I hiding my personality, hiding my quirks, hiding who I really am, the gifts and the nuances of me? Why am I afraid, and why am I hiding it when there are people who have way more to lose and they're risking it all to multiply and to increase? Wow, like that really changed a lot for me. And think about that. Like when I say something changed a lot for me, I gotta go back. I gotta keep studying. I gotta keep sitting on it. I gotta keep studying it. I have to let it become a solidified mindset for me. It can't just be like I said earlier, I read it once and that was it. Like, no. So I'm hyped right now. I'm gonna go finish studying. I gotta study Korean. I might come back for that. 한국어 공부 시작합시다. 오늘은 한국어 공부할 거예요. 우리 같이 공부해요. 오늘은 화장실 밤 화장 잠시만요. 바쁘고 우리는 같이 오늘은 메이크업에 대해 알아봅시다. What I've been studying recently is makeup. So that's what we're going to do today. Let us go to Papago Neighbor. It's like Google Translate. And I want to do makeup tutorial. And then, yes, it's going to makeup tutorial. Copy it. Paste that into the search bar. Enter. And here we have so many videos that we can look at. Then what I'm gonna do is pick one of those videos. I'll try to keep it short, but most of these makeup videos are about 20 something minutes long. So we're gonna pick one that's as short as we can find it. This one's 11 minutes, but it has to make sure that it's a video of them speaking Korean. So I found one that's 8 minutes long.
Learn Korean with Real Korean TV.
I love how the ads know me now. They know I'm trying to learn Korean. 잠시만요. Before that, we're gonna do a warm-up. 울퉁불퉁 버튼 몸에 빨간 옷을 입고 슬금달금 향해 보이는 멋쟁인 토마토. My goal for studying Korean recently has been each month I want to pick one song to learn, I want to pick one podcast to study, and I want to pick one theme. So this month has been makeup The podcast, I have a podcast, and the song, let's figure that out together. I want to really be on YouTube watching every single video in Korean that I can about beauty routines. I want to look at the transcripts. I want to be picking up on nuances of vocabulary, nuances of grammar structures, not just how they're using it, but why they're using it. Because a lot of things that have to do with the language is cultural wise too. It's not just like, oh, this is why we say it. Sometimes I feel like I just don't be making sense, but I'm gonna talk regardless. So it'll all make sense when it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It'll click when it clicks. And that's why this channel is so Alice in Wonderland coded, because what the heck be going on in here? Right, left, right, up, down, up. Period. So let's find a podcast real quick. Let's really get this stuff out the way, and then we can figure out everything else. These podcasts right here, the Comprehensive Input podcast, and there's another one, this one. So try to find a vlog that's like a comprehensive input, and I'll show you, for example, what it's like.
등산할 거예요. 오늘 이 산에 가볼 거예요. 복도를 지나가고 있어요. 여기 그림이 있어요.
You see like how he's wording things? Try to find a video like that you can watch constantly. I feel like that'll help too. That's a lot of grammar, that's a lot of structure, that's a lot of vocabulary. And it's interesting too, because it's about things that you're doing. So you can substitute for your daily life. This thing right here is crazy. But you can substitute for like what you have going on in your life. And this is why I'm a student of life and not a teacher. But we're gonna get better at learning how to explain things to other people. I made a playlist on YouTube called Study Korean 2026, and that's where I'm gonna put the songs, the podcast, everything I'm using to learn Korean, all the videos that I'm watching. I found one by Daily Korean with Jerim, and it's I'll link it in the description below. That's the one I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna write that down, and it's 9 minutes long. So that's the podcast. Whenever I'm doing something, I'm gonna constantly play that podcast. Comprehensive Input Daily Life. Baby. Copyright. So the song we're gonna learn is Somi Heroine. The only annoying part that I'm finding is with the YouTube copyright is I want to cover these songs. How do I cover these songs without getting copyrighted for them? Because I want to start doing like K-pop covers, practice my singing skills, practice my Korean, all of the above. So for July, our podcast is the YouTuber Daily Korean with Jamin, Comprehensive Input, Daily Life. Song is Somi. The theme is makeup and beauty routines. All of this will be linked in the description below. That way, if you like want to do what I'm doing, we can all do it together. We can all learn together. Other than that, just podcast song theme of the month. If you ain't got nothing to study this. So what I'm about to do right now is stop talking and study. I'm gonna study makeup routines, beauty routines, practice making my own sentences. I'm gonna watch this comprehensive input, keep saying it, repetition. I'm gonna practice the Somi song. I'm gonna do all that. Will I show all of that? Probably not copyright, guys, but I will come back once I'm done. If you're studying a language too and you have any tips or tricks on how to become fluent in a language in one day, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you.
한번 해보겠습니다. 일단 요 패드가 뭐냐면 요 스킨트사 패드인데요. 살짝만 만져도 빨개지거든요. 너무 신경 쓰지 않으셔도 돼요.
한 단계로
발라줍니다.
요것도 되게 뭐 동제 쓰고 있는데 이렇게
그냥 흡토를 시켜줘. 손으로. 근데 진짜 별거 없거든요. 이렇게 멜라주 앰플을 바를게요. 요거는 피부고
지금 얼굴이 이렇게 해주면 좀 그래 반짝반짝해.
이렇게 만졌을 때 약간
kale. This means makeup separates. I definitely need to change that photo. Finished the class at around like 9:40. I went downstairs, was fumbling with the printer to get this script printed out. He wants us by 4:00 p.m. to send in a self-tape of this script, which I'm about to read. Did I have plans tomorrow? Yes. Is this what acting is going to be like? Yes. Impromptu things. Always stay ready. I need to see what this is. I don't know. I'm thirsty. I'm constantly thirsty on this spironolactone. I need to wash my face. I need to clean my room. I don't feel comfortable in a dirty room, and no matter how much I try to film, it's just something about cleanliness and productivity and creativity. It's a river, and right now there's a dam. I need to clean out my room. Maybe that'll be another video. Clean my room up with me. Yeah. I'm gonna read this script. I'm gonna write down some notes in my notebook, come up with some ideas. Tomorrow, I'm gonna wake up early. Going to flesh out ideas. Going to flesh out ideas, practice movement. 11:25 job interview. Job interview, hopefully go good. Go good, make money. Make money, go to Korea. You see how we're working here? Go to Korea, live best life. No go to Korea, cry. Make money, pay bills. No make money, no homeless, but no money. The thing for this is he said that we need to use a method we didn't use before, and honestly I forgot what method I used the last time. I think the last time I used Chubbuck's 12-step method, or either I used Stanislavski's method. This has been a fun day. I've enjoyed hanging out with you guys, and I hope you guys have enjoyed me. I want to go wash my face now, and I want to curl into my bed and continue to meditate on how good life gets. When you have a dream, don't give up on your dreams. Yeah. At least I'm not going to bed with my brain hurting like I did last night. That was suck. It's like 30 minutes of just constant pounding because I overloaded myself with information, because I'm trying to do whatever it takes to change my life in 6 months. I don't have time to play. Don't have games to play, so let me stop procrastinating. I'm just gonna do this for 10 minutes. I'm gonna wake up early, really study this, really memorize this. I got a reader. So when we was in class, I was like, hey guys, now he said we need readers. I need a reader. So I got his number. I'm gonna read for him. He's gonna read for me. We're gonna work on it together. Very excited about that. Very new for me, but I'm gonna look up how to be a good reader, because I want to be a good reader. It's my first time being a reader for someone. What am I playing? I'm Erica. Where does it start? Where does it start? Where does it start? Who's the beautiful lady? Where does it start? Where does it start? I don't know. I'm tired. I'm overloaded. It's time to go to bed. I'll see the sunshines in the next beautiful Summer I Turned Whimsy. Did we feel whimsical today? I sure hope so. Yeah, I did. I'm playing. I felt whimsical today. I'll see you guys. I see you. Bye. That's scary. There comes a point at night where I begin to scare myself. And that's when I know it's time to go to bed. Good night.